Okay, I wanted to pull cards on what is good to know. So what can I tell people, something that's good to know? And this is about the overview. Now, I like this one. We've got the road runner here. Things that are incoming, rapid changes. Now the road runner, there's such a funny bird, very long bird with his tail. Now they don't fly so well, okay? But you see them running across the roadways, etc., on the move. But again, they're not so good at flying. They're really pretty ground bound with stuff. So this is about things coming in rapidly. Now, at this very center of it, this is the person that's morose, unhappy, just in that sense of doldrums, not excited about anything. You just get the feeling of that heaviness. The poor me saga is what I get from this. Poor me, poor me. If only I could, what's above it, manipulate. Now I see people that the first thing that comes out, in the major arcana, is you've got your path going, and then what's the first thing? I want to manipulate. I want to be able to control. I want to have things my way. But as it is, it's, the higher things, the mental realm, the yellow is mental realm, and the actions are based on that purity of thought. So where is your thought? If your thought is in the morose drama all the time, what do you think is going to be worked on? What do you think is going to be the outcome of that? If you're in the poor me saga, and it's all about, I want to control, I want to manipulate, okay? That's what I'm working on so that I can, so that I can have things my way. Life is not Burger King. Okay? You don't get to go through the drive-through and order it your way. So this is, again, talking about that feeling of morose drama, the poor me saga, in that mental framework of I want to control, I want to manipulate, I want to make this change. It's not going the way I want it, drama, yada, yada, yada. But going into it, we have what? We have nature. Nature is always birthing something new, okay? And then what we have going now, so what are you sharing with nature? What are you open to? Above it, we have the hidden things, the deeper knowledge, wanting to know more of deeper knowledge in order to make your next move. This is before you moved, before you're actually taking action, looking deeper, looking, far away at what's coming down. What do you have? What is coming into existence or into your life, into your realm? Now, the challenge is, of course, everything up in the air. These things have not manifested yet. These are things one's emotionally attached to. So what is it, the emotional drama that you're attached to in your moroseness, okay? Because the outcome is the message about action, what you're holding on to. Above it, of course, you want to be able to control the action. It's that mind spin of wanting to control. And unfortunately, underneath of it is this abuse of power. I want everything to go my way in the universe. I want to look into the secret hidden things so that I can manipulate the universe, because I am such an unhappy person. I'm so miserable in the poor me saga with things that are rapidly coming and changing. Okay? So it's saying this is not the way, is wanting to control and manipulate, because don't forget, magician is what? Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. So you have these opportunities coming in from what's being birthed, what's there. But to get to the deeper knowledge, you have to be open to sharing, okay? To making that journey of balance and looking to the deeper things so that you know what your next move is, rather than this ideation of I need to manipulate and that's what I'm going to work on so that I can abuse power and control, so I can be dominant mentally, okay? Because you're never happy in that realm if you're controlling onto power that way so you can dominate others out of your morose unhappiness, okay? So it's about looking at what's up in the air, all of these things that you're emotionally attached to, and look at the deeper things in a beneficial way, okay? This is something you learn. Maybe a lot of people start the spiritual path because you're in a lot of pain, you're in a lot of suffering. I know in my own journey, when I started, I was in a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, depression, flashbacks, PTSD. It was a lot of stuff that I had, that I wanted to be able to come out of, okay? But it's not about learning to control. It's about letting go and being able to go with the flow of the universe, okay? It's not about control and manipulation. It's about being in the flow of the universe, okay? And when everything dismantles, all of the drama that you find out that you have been carrying, okay, is done. It's over. It's as if it never was. And you go into a totally new consciousness, a total new awareness of the universe. When you start, you just want to be out of here, okay? I don't want to be here. I want to get out of it. I don't want to have to come back. I'm so done with this. I'm so miserable. And you really play the pity party, the poor me saga. But in the end, you see that the only thing you had to get rid of, the only thing that needed to change was the mental spin, okay? Once that mental spin is gone and it's done and it's over, then you see the beauty of what is here, and you see the relevance, and you see how important it is. And you go from, into the play of the universe, because then at that point everything, that life is eternal and we are here for a very short time, and we are here to experience different lessons, etc. Okay? So the first step is to come out of the poor me saga and wanting to control, and looking and having gratitude for some things that you have. I say start with a journal where there's at least 3 things you're grateful for every day. That helps to pull one out of this morose saga of depression and the poor me and if only drama, okay? Once one can get into gratitude, okay, then things can start to move forward. And you stay in the relevance of what is happening right now, rather than projecting, getting caught up in the past or the poor me saga of past or the projection of future. You learn to stay in the moment and express and move through things as they are in this moment. And that helps to start cutting this drama that's there, okay? And you look at things, you watch the thoughts. Where do thoughts come from and where do they go to? What gives them relevance? The thoughts create emotions, and the emotions create these conflicts and things in the physical form. So again, when you're in the moment and you're watching these thoughts and you see where they come from and where they go to and how one thought leads to another and takes down this path of the poor me saga, then you can start to pull oneself out of that. You see that these thoughts come from nothing and go to nothing, and they only have relevance when you are paying attention to them and gravitating to them and creating the saga and the soap opera of the moment. Okay. That's what happens when one is in that hamster wheel running for all you're worth with these revolving thoughts, and especially when one is caught in the poor me saga. Okay. The pity party, the grand pity party in the poor me saga. And wanting to control, and if only, and this and that. But you learn to stay in the moment. And again, it's about watching the thoughts and how they create emotion and how that affects the physicality of form and how it creates this ideation of ego, of what I say, look at what is this I? What is it comprised of? Okay? Again, watching the thoughts. Where do they come from? Where do they go to? And how do they create emotion? And how that attachment to that emotion creates more of this saga and drama that one engages in for so much time. Okay? So I'm going to leave that here. Hopefully that helps somebody understand the path and where to go, how to go. In your own journey to come to enlightenment. What's enlightenment? It's waking up out of the saga, okay? It's waking up and finding out that, yes, life is eternal and that it's our thoughts and our holding and our rejections and the drama that we keep engaging in that causes our pain and causes our suffering. But there is a way to come out of that. Okay, there is a way that we can come out of that and come to enlightenment, which is just understanding the universe as it is in the end of everything. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.